Well, I was just going to do a video on my new piece of luggage and came to sit down and somebody else has decided she wants to do it. So now what do I do? Stay tuned, see what happens. Boy, can you believe it? I've created a monster when it comes to the new star, Lucy. I had everything all set up. I come back in to sit down and she's just sitting there. I'm doing it. I said, no, you're not. Yes, I am. So anyway, she did just leave. So now I'll start. I don't know about you, but we've just been going nuts waiting to be able to travel, because Bob and I both, thank God, love to travel. We had another cruise get canceled this week. Can you believe it? And we just paid for it and bought air. Oh, God. Because it looked like it was such a go. Well, no, they decided to change the itineraries. So we had to book a different cruise with them just a week later than when we were normally going to go, but whew. Anyway, the subject of this video is luggage, new luggage. And we've had the same luggage quite a few years. It's not really that beat up, but it doesn't work as well as it did many years back when we got it. Yeah, especially for me. Like when we'd be trying to go push through an airport, I'd have to push the whole suitcase. I couldn't get to move with the handles because it just wasn't strong enough and stuff. I needed something with better spinning wheels. Excuse me. Well, we have a trip coming up in a few weeks. We are going back to Pennsylvania to see my son and family for Memorial Weekend. And I told Bob, I at least need to get a new carry-on because we're just going to do carry-on. I need to get a new carry-on for this trip. Something that, will roll easier, So we've done a lot of research. In fact, we started researching last year, but then we went back in again and kept watching different videos. And one gal in particular, and I'll put a link down below, in my descriptions to her site, and it's Travel Tips by Laurie. And her husband is actually an airline pilot, and she kept talking about the, what are they called? Travelpro luggage. So after much research, we finally decided that was the way to go. We thought, well, if all of those people who are flying all the time like this luggage, who are we to say? So we each got one. Now I'll show you all the details on mine, and then I'll show you what Bob's looks like, because we always get them to look different, so it's easy to tell who's whose. So this is the suitcase. It's a 21-incher. Printed out a few notes here. Let's see. It's called the Travelpro Crew VERSAPACK Softside Expander Spinner Wheel Luggage. I got it in the plum color because I'm a purple person. Like I say, it's a 21-inch. So it should fit in most overheads. I just love the color. And what it says about these, we ended up getting the soft side. I went back and forth on whether to get a hard side or a soft side. We watched YouTube videos on each, that's the pros and cons of both. And finally decided I'll go back to the soft side. So let's get started. First off, it's got a side handle, so if you need to help pick it up, or if Bob needs help lifting the suitcase up to put in the overhead, got that one and that one, and it's kind of as recessed as can be, so it doesn't hook on things if it happens to have to get checked in. And of course, there's one on the top. It's got wheels, 2 wheels on each part, and what I like about it is the wheels are kind of enclosed in this type of material, so it helps protect them. Like if you're having to pull them up over curbs and stuff like that, it helps protect the wheels as well as, you know, this part. Whereas if this came all the way over and went down, you'd be scraping your luggage. What else on the outside? Now, a lot of those suitcases have places in them where you can plug in your electronics and stuff. We didn't feel we had the need for that because we have our own little compact thing we can plug into. If we ended up checking this, we couldn't use it anyway because it'd be down below, you know. So we thought, why spend the extra money for something we really didn't need? And of course, there's a, you know, and I'll show you how that works after a while. Let's get started on the front here. Let's see if I can move this over a little. Up at the very top, now there's 1, 2, 3 zipper areas in the front. The very top one goes all the way down to the bottom. So my plan is to fold up very neatly, probably a real lightweight jacket that I bring and just slide that down. Because if I need it, it's easy to pull out. Next one is a shorter one, so this goes to my wrist. And there I plan on putting our documents, you know, like our passports, printouts of our tickets or itineraries, anything like that. And then the bottom one here, which goes from here to the bottom also, I plan on putting like my folder that has all the info in it, like, you know, the hotel where we stay, our confirmations for, you know, for renting cars, for hotels, for planes, any paper things that I may need to get out. So that's what I'm going to put in there. Then I discovered over here on the one side, there's a little zipper pouch, and it says it's a power bank pocket. And it comes with a, where you can plug a power bank in. So like I said, we have our own little power banks. That'll be a perfect spot for those. Now let's see what we can do here. Where to start? Let me move this back for you again. So this top area, where's the zipper start? Okay, go, no, that's for that one. I know there's a zipper back here somewhere. Ooh. Right in front of me. So I've got 2 zippers, you know, where you can go zip both directions. And look at this inside. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's got, let's see if there's an easy way to show you. Let me, if I can stand this up. Now, it's pretty lightweight because normally I would really have a hard time lifting it at all. But you can see I'm lifting it around. Okay. It has, of course, these little flaps that click together to help compress your items. And say, this is difficult. But like I say, I'm not a professional. So what you are seeing is how the average everyday woman can use it. And of course underneath, you know, the compression parts, I like it because it's got a bigger flap to go over the things to compress them down instead of maybe, you know, 2 little straps that come up and meet here and go down. Of course, underneath, it's got your regular area. Let's see, can I get that undone? I didn't try to undo it. Yeah, you can see that. There, looks like these zipper ones down. Oh, they don't open, do they? Oh, I see. This whole thing can open around, but where's the zipper? Where's the zipper? That's weird. Anyway, that part just goes down to where, you know, your hardware is for the carry thing. So we've got those little parts. We've got a side zip over here. Oh, what's in it? Oh. Now, got any little side things you want to put in there. Then they even included I guess I didn't cut it out. Could have cut it out. It's a see-through thing to take out, you know, when you go through TSA with your liquids. Now, we already have some, but that's a different size. We'll just wait for when we pack to see which one works better. This one says it's designed for the top front pocket, so that very top one. So it can fit in there easily, and when you get to TSA, you just pull them right out. Makes it very easy peasy, huh? So that's that part of the inside. Then over on the peekaboo. Let's see. Here's the lid. And it's got, let's see, I'm gonna do the whole thing, take it off, and pack things under here, and then put this over it, zip it back up, and it helps compress it down, like, you know, maybe sandals or things like that. And then it's got the mesh zipper holder to put things in. You know, everybody's got their preference or ideas on what to, oh, that's the end of the zipper. Weird, anyway, you get the gist. So that's pretty nice, I think. Like I say, I'll be trying it in a few weeks. Then there's also, let's see, where is there's an expanding zipper down here too, where you can expand, you know, like about an inch or 2 inches inside, this much inside. And then when you zip it back up, it compresses it. So when I get to try it out, I will be reporting back on what I thought. So let's put this down here. And let me show you. Now this is nice. I thought this had a better shaped handle thing. I thought it was shaped, might have been the other one we were looking at. So that's the way it goes. It can go up pretty high, which this is the height for me. Let me see, I need to show you. It just spins, it just spins, spins, spins. Spins, away it goes. So I think it's gonna work out well. Here's the one that Bob got. Hey, Bob's is exactly like mine. It's just, it's more like a guy's. You know, it's got the navy and it's got some brown highlights and stuff on it. So I think we're set to go. Now, before our trip in September, which is the big cruise trip, if these work out well, we're going to get a check-in size. Not the biggest, excuse me, the biggest, because we still have to move it around from, from the car to where we check it in. But the next size up, I think it's 25, 26, something like that. Let's see how I do in the airport pushing it around, huh? So what'd you think, huh? Have any of you tried this one? Comments below, share, like if you like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I hope that you all are looking forward to starting to travel again. I love you all. Bye.